got a commission last week for this really small child's table with a center cut out for a little insert so that they could have like a little sensory table. And they wanted white oak, but I didn't have any white oak. I did, however, have some red oak that I wanted to try this new method out and turn it into basically white oak. So what I'm going to use is right here, this Rubio Monocoat Pre-Color Easy mint white, followed by some cotton white oil plus 2C. And here I'm just mixing up that Pre-Color Easy, getting it nice and ready to go. And I'm just going to apply it with a sponge brush, nothing special. I'm going to get it onto the surface here, get it all evenly coated. Now this Pre-Color Easy is a water-based stain, so before I did this, I did actually water pop both sides of this tabletop and then sanded it back down to 150. It will probably raise the grain a little bit again, but here you see me going after it with a red Scotch-Brite pad, and Rubio does suggest that you use the red Scotch-Brite pad when you're using this. It'll knock down all those fibers that get raised up by that water-based stain. And you can already tell it doesn't look like red oak anymore. That green, that mint that's in that Pre-Color Easy, it's starting to knock down that red, because on the color wheel, the opposite of red is green. So to mask out all of that red pink color that's in that red oak, you just need to add a little bit of green. So as I finish up this other side of the bottom of the top, I can already tell it looks pretty good. It looks a lot like white oak, and in fact, as I flip it over to the top side, you get to see just how different that is. Man, that is a lot different. That red oak is a lot more pink, and it's just not as pretty as that white oak look. But we're gonna fix that. So I'm gonna apply a whole lot more of this Pre-Color Easy and get it all worked into the fibers. Just gonna keep brushing it on with that sponge brush, and then come back and hit it with that red Scotch-Brite pad to really work it in so it can penetrate down and get down on that cellular level that we all know and love from Rubio. So after I've got everything rubbed in with that red Scotch-Brite, I'm going to come back with a damp, not wet, not dry, but a damp cloth, and just take off all the excess and kind of smooth out any kind of blotchy spots and make sure everything looks even. And it's looking real good. I really like how that turned out. So after about 2-3 hours, I let that thing dry, and now it's time to mix up some cotton white Rubio with 2C, and then I'm going to add some accelerator to it, and it's a 3-to-1 mixture, so I'm probably using way too much here, and in fact I know I used way too much because I had quite a bit left over. But I'm going to use probably 30 mLs of the oil, and then I'm going to use 10 ml of the accelerator, and I'm using a nice little medical syringe there to grab that 10 ml and then squirt it right there into my red Solo cup, and then I'll mix that up and get it ready to go on to the bottom and the top. And it's as simple as spread it out there onto the surface, and then you can see I've switched over from the red Scotch-Brite over to a white Scotch-Brite to apply this to the top, and it's as easy as spread it out, rub it in, wipe off the excess. So that's all I'm gonna do, both the bottom side and the top, and a little bit goes a really long way. Like I said, I used way too much, or mixed way too much, and had a lot left over. So just be mindful that you don't need as much as you think you do. But it all went to a good place. And you can see here I'm wiping it off with a clean shop rag there and getting ready to flip it over. Do the top side, which is the most important side because that's the show side. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more of that oil plus 2C. Grab that white Scotch-Brite and just rub it in and work it in. Get it down into those fibers. So after I finish pushing this oil around the top side, I come back with some clean shop towels and just remove any excess. Make sure I get everything off of the sides and make sure there's no drips or runs or anything like that, because it is the show side. But if you forgot what that red oak looked like, here is the insert from the center section that I cut out, and man, what a difference. I guess it's true, you really can make red oak turn into white oak. Thanks for watching, y'all.